All right, we're back in there, right in the middle fight. Chisa actually going to go in. Tesla Spirit going to land, though. Ignite going to drop. Northward will be forced to flash out there. Just too afraid of that damage with the Subjugate coming down from Chisa there. But that will be enough to subdue any kind of fight, any continued fight there, as Chisa will just be able to pick up this wave up there. It is down a fair chunk of CS when you take a look at it. It actually was almost down 30 CS before that wave hit. DZG looking to fight here, though, picking up a couple stacks there. The Boomerang going to come through, but it will be just Ziggs walking away, continuing to maintain that 30 CS advantage there. Abound maybe was looking to pick up that, go over that wall, but is still going to be content picking up that red buff there. Chisa, again, trying to pick up as many CS as he can, sitting on that pickaxe and that Bramble Vest. Alawi coming back full defensive here with the Ninja Tabby or the steel-plated caps and the Bramble Vest along with the Sheen. So hurting Northward is going to be very difficult with the lack of the Subjugate. Meanwhile, again, GVG looking to trade again, but Abound is here, ready to go. Oh, the Satchel Charge actually canceled out the heroic swing. No, the Flash is available, but will opt to hold it. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Megatron and Gopamine looking to fight here. The Condemn will miss and not, will still hit, but will not hit a wall, but that is going to be Gopamine picking up the first one. Magfry's eating up that winner's bite. But that is going to be the ultimate coming through, forcing Physiology to go berserk and come back, but it will just not be enough. Gopamine going to be able to get away with his life here. A couple more Minionados. Heal actually going to come through just in case the minions were enough, and that's going to be the Mega Inferno Bomb. Oh, right in time. Just a bit too far. Easton not going to be able to pick that up, but that is still going to be a 1-for-1 across the map for both sides. DZG picking up a kill on the AD carry, and Easton picking up his second kill of the game.
Banger, banger, banger days. Let's go. That was a lot that just happened. Both top laners coming back very, very defensive as Chisa, my friend, you're just not going to win this, mate. Like, those tentacles when they're set up are just a problem. Both made the smart move of both going anti-heal, though, which is very important to see, especially what's going to be coming out into the later team fights. Having something like GVG also attempting to heal up as well. Brom has also picked it up as well, so you know that anti-heal is going to be kind of the name of this game at this point. But if you are on the side of Clown Gaming, you're 3k up, you picked up even though you just lost that Drake, you are 3k up at this point. Northward is pretty dominant so far on this Alawi. Eastern in the mid lane on the Ziggs is playing bloody well. And even bot lane, like, yes, Megatron did die to Gopamine. You're not as far behind as you may think you are. But I think never mind.
Megatron got to be forced to flash there, and Megatron getting a bit cocky trying to pick up that ward, and Ty trying to punish it expertly there. Will pick up that flash away from Megatron, which will make this bot even easier for the side of DZG. Another Tesla Spirit going to land on to Chisa there. He's been eating him back and forth, and it's just hurting him so much as he's not going to be able to step up to farm, as he's once again forced to break that tether, and it's going to be the tentacles spawning around him, forcing him to dodge, bob and weave, and try to pick up these minions along the way. I mean, I've lost count at this point, but Chisa trying his best. Definitely not an easy matchup for this Trundle early on, as he's just forced to start eating it, especially with Norwood going full defensive here. I mean, Chisa will just have to live and die by that Subjugate. If he finds a good angle, he can run him down with the Subjugate and hope to dodge out on that Alawi ultimate. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Akshan looking to push out that wave, looking to maybe roam down to the bot lane. Ziggs already up 40 CS onto this Akshan. If there's anything that Easton has been really good at, aside from the amount of damage he bumps out, is the amount of CS he's going to pick up. GVG going through, that's going to be the Moonfall, not available just yet. It's still low. That's going to be the ultimate coming through from Renata as well, but that's still going to be the kill. Ty being taken down. Abound. One more auto will be enough. Gopamine will be able to pick up the kill. We'll be forced to back away here. Physiology going forward, trying to pick up Renata. Renata will be taking down Easton, picking up his third kill of the game. The chase will continue. GVG trying to run away. Physiology just cannot make it past that wall there and will not be able to follow up. Gopamine will be left on his own devices here to back away, but that is another 2-for-1 for the side of CGA, as they're able to pick up these kills onto the Ziggs and put himself just significantly closer to being able to take down these objectives, and objectives he will, as this turret will not be long for this world. GVG's here trying to stop this from going down, but look at all that damage. That's one. I mean, Super Mega Death Rocket's not available, Mega Inferno Bomb is not either, but that will stop any attempt at holding down this turret. His first brick will be given over to Easton and the side of CGA. The Ziggs is a monster right now.
Easton is really, really strong. My only thought is that I don't know whether Ludens is the right item to go here, because there is still going to be a fair amount of health being bought on the side of DZG, so maybe one of the other ones would have been better, but you're so far ahead at this point, I don't think it even really matters, because GVG is, trying to keep it as best we can. 50 CS at this point. Second tower is actually maybe going down here. They get a satchel off? No, it's still just gone. Like, this game is starting to balloon out of control. We're at a 5k lead at 15 minutes here for the side of Clown Gaming. GVG really wants some Easterns here, though. That is Ty.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not going in. GVG actually going fairly aggressive. That will be the satchel charge disengage there. I mean, Ziggs has been on point with these satchel charges. Easton just not being able to get caught out here. Chisa, though, caught between a rock and a hard place, will not eat the Test of Spirit just yet, but he's not hiding behind minions. That's an easy Test of Spirit should he want to land. But Chisa's just trying to find what he can, has finished the Hull Breaker, so he does match up fairly well, at least into this matchup, in terms of resistances, in terms of damage to structures, but he really just has to get to the point where he can even get to that point. Another Test of Spirit will land. Abound is up here, ready to go for this dive as they're looking to take down their third turret of the game, and I don't think Chisa's going to be able to stop this. Should he stick around, I think it's just certain death, and that is going to be the third turret taken down by the side of CGA against DZG. All outer turrets for DZG are gone. Objective bounties coming in. That just surely means that this gold lead is so massive at this point. Over a little under 6,000 gold here from the side of CGA over DZG. Dragon coming up in a minute and 15 seconds. DZG might be looking to just have to give this up and try to give themselves more time to scale up. Mythics have not even rolled around. Only the Hull Breaker really available as a full item, where the side of CGA already has 4 Mythics in their pockets. So DZG really just need to buy time. They have scaling with this Vayne, this Akshan, and this Trundle, who eventually will be a menace to deal with in the side lanes. So they honestly need to just give this Dragon up and just try to soak up CS in these extended lanes.
I think that one thing that we've noticed with the Hull Breaker coming through for Cheese is that they are committing to, hey, Cheese is just not going to be around us. But even saying that, you want Northward in teamfights, and allowing a teamfight can be absolutely disgusting. So you're essentially saying, hey, we're always going to be just essentially close to just a 4-man. Whereas on the side of Clown Gaming, they have the option to say, hey, we can either have someone match the Cheeser, because let's be honest, Easton can probably match him at this point. Yes, you probably can't kill him, but Trundle should get nowhere near enough to be able to kill you. But even if you sent Northwind up there, you've landed every Test of Spirit, at least from what we've seen on the spectator side on our end. It's been very difficult for Cheeser to play out of that. You're essentially saying, hey, we're going to concede playing any sort of 5-man together, and has taken Ignite up there as well, so he's just looking for a kill lane. And I don't know whether that's the right thing to do here, because it's going to be very, it's already difficult to fight 5v5, but if you have a 4v5 now, and Gogamine still hasn't quite yet scaled. Oh, first Test of Spirit miss. There we go.
There we go, Chisa. Trying to trade back here. We'll be able to dodge out on that Tentacle Smash as well. Oh, but we're looking to trade this Dragon. We're running up top. DZG looking to take this tier 1 turret. Maybe looking to dive Alawi. Alawi, not really one of those champions that you really want to dive. Yeah, it's not one of those champions you really want to dive. But I mean, I guess the Renata ulti could be something to use. But because of how slow this is, CGA is responding in kind, and you're just going to go for the tier 2 bot lane turret. But here comes Northward. He's actually going to use the ulti really early, though. That's actually a really big misplay by Northward there. He will not have the ultimate available, only hitting it on one person, so Mega Death Rocket will come through, though. Northward just does not have anything left. He will be taken down by Tai here. That's going to be ultimates used, but we're running down this tier 1 turret for a tier 2 bot lane. This is a base race that DZG did not want to happen. This is just not fast enough. DZG will pay for this, as they won't even be able to take the top lane tier 1 turret. They will take a single kill and will lose this bot lane inhibitor at 18 minutes.
They traded the kill top lane. They haven't even got the tower yet. But 2 towers, bot lane and the inhibitor, although I don't agree taking the inhibitor at 18 minutes, because that just gives 5 minutes worth of free gold over to DZG. And they didn't even take the Herald top lane. Like, what is going on here, lads? This was not a worth trade. Like, yes, you get a little bit of gold bounty back, but this was not the worth trade. Clown Gaming got a ton. Definitely got more out of that gold-wise. We are now at 4K. Sorry, 5K on the side of Clown Gaming. This is slowly getting out of control for the side of DZG here.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, like you said, DZG was able to trade a kill for 2 turrets and an inhibitor. I mean, granted, like you said, the inhibitor, not the best choice here by CGAs. They're going to be feeding gold to DZG. They're just going to be able to catch these waves. If I'm GVG, I'm actually just letting this turret, or this wave continue to come towards me and just being able to soak it up. I would not like to push this any further. However, that is what's going to happen. They're going to continue to push this bot lane. Herald is up for another 45 seconds. Should CGA be able to pick that up? Magpie is playing with fire here. Doesn't really have a lot of backup should she want to try to pick up more vision, but it does not look like CGA will be able to start this in time. I mean, they got 30 seconds. They're going to try to maybe go for it here. DZG would not be in a position to stop this if they want to.
Yeah, I think at this point you have to think, if you're on the side of Clown Gaming, okay, this should be a free win for them. Yes, it's a bit slow for them to be able to start it, but they're just continuing to get this gold lead to just slowly balloon out of control. We're only at 19 minutes, think about it. Mythics are completed on the side of CG, and look, this entire wave's going to be cleared up with Ziggs ultimate. Like, what do you do?
You just can't siege against the Ziggs, man. I mean, he's very strong. Ziggs actually, funny enough, Morpheus. Sold the Luden's Echo. But anyways, hold that thought. Magpie's going to get cut out here. Is actually going to be forced to flash. That is going to be the ultimate coming out from Renata here. As we got Northward here in the back line. Is going to get CC'd downward, but that is going to be the Super Mega Death Rocket coming through. Northward's going to take a lot of damage. Gopamine trying his best to dodge around. That's going to be Ty coming with the Moonfall. That's not actually going to finish going through. Gopamine trying to dodge around as best as he can, but it is going to be routed. DZG going down 3-0 as this bot lane inhibitor turret is being pushed. I'm sorry, this bot lane inhibitor super minions are coming through here, and the chase is going to continue. GVG going to stay stealth though, but this could be a continued siege should TGA want it. Instead though, they're going to opt to just start taking this entirety of the bot lane jungle, and they're going to look to start sieging this bot lane or this mid lane tier 2 turret. Trundle in the meanwhile is still up in the top lane trying to siege as much as he can. Herald will be dropped here. Chisa will likely be forced to back here. Should he not, that's likely going to be another inhibitor going to be taken here as Scopamine is coming up. Ty is up as well. This will be the tier 2 turret being taken down. I doubt that they can go much further. This Herald will get the second charge here on this third turret, but will that be as much as they can do? Easton gonna be able to satchel charge that though, should he want to. He's opting not to. Okay, it's still gonna be taken here, but that is still gonna be 2 turrets for none after that dragon fight. Was it a dragon fight? I don't even know if it was a dragon fight. I don't know. It wasn't even a dragon fight, just that fight in the bot river. And
fight per se.
Yeah, you know, it's close to a fight as you'll get, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough here for DZG. The gold lead ballooning up to over 7,000 gold.
Yeah, at this point you have to think. We like we said earlier, we know that Cheese is going to be by himself. Like, this Trundle is not going to be wanted to group anyone because of the Hullbreaker. So what Clutch Gaming, oh sorry, not Clutch, what Clown Gaming, sorry, rest in peace Clutch Gaming, what Clown Gaming says is, well, you know what, we have numbers advantage, let's just throw this wherever we can. They end up taking the fight at Drake, and they know they not only have the numbers advantage, they are also significantly further ahead. Look at the items on both sides. If you compare Northward to Cheezer, yes, Northward's got a couple bits and pieces going on there, but still further ahead, but 50 CS up at that point. Jungle is still significantly ahead on that pound. Mid lane, Easton has been destroying it, and as you mentioned, did end up selling the Ludens, which I think was the right thing to do, because this damage that he's going to be able to throw is going to be huge. Even on Megatron, the Jinx is significantly ahead of the Vayne. You're almost, well, at least a good 1,500 to 2,000 gold up there. Bot lane is, you know, bot lane doesn't really make that much of a difference. But even then, like, it still makes a massive difference. And we said this before the end of the game. This Braum has been huge in this pick, has stopped a lot from what they wanted to throw out on the side of DZG. But also they tried to convert a lot onto the top side for Cheezer to try and get him a little bit of gold, to try and say, hey, we want you to be the split push threat. It's not working out that way. And I don't think at any point can Cheezer fight Northwood now. Like, that lane is just more or less done. That 1v1 doesn't work. Ty is gonna have to go for a bit of a miracle still here if he decides to pop in for this one.
Yeah, Magpie does have access to the ultimate. That could be what happens here. Is the ultimate will go down. Ty eating a lot of damage here, looking to go in. Will pop as much damage he can. He will be able to take that. Moonfall coming through as well. Tanya's coming through here. Gopamine and Magpie are stuck behind the wall. Will not be able to follow up, and that is going to be the dragon taken for the side of DZG. What a fantastic steal from Ty here. That will mean the loss of the Baron, though, because CGA will just rotate up there, and there's really no way to stop it. However, this is a good delay on this Earth or this Mountain Soul, which could be the downfall of DZG should that have gone over or been put on Soul Point. However, again, this will be the Baron started by the side of CGA. DZG Chisa might not be able to do much here as he's going to be shoved in, but that Baron will be given up as there's just really no way of coming into that.
If you're on the side of DZG, you think, okay, how do we win this? And I genuinely do think it's a point where, you know, while Hullbreaker, you don't want to fight around your own teammates, you have to have them around. You don't win under any, you don't win a 4v5 considering how far behind you are, whether it's Cheezer versus anyone on the side of Clown Gaming up there. But even still as a 5v5, it gets a lot more difficult. The only person who's got any sort of like production as far as gold goes, production if we could switch to the gold graphs right now, is most likely going to be Gopamine on this Vayne. Like, it's the only person that they have is decently close as far as gold goes. Yeah. Look at that. Like, top lane it's not even close. Like, every lane is not even close. It's only 300 gold behind on Gopamine here. Even the support, there's a 1,200 gold, 1,300 gold difference. Like, you're really just trying to keep Gopamine alive here. That is your only saving grace at this point. Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like this may be it. It looks like CGA is just looking to run it down mid. They're not really looking to do much else. They're just 5 strong. They're 4 strong. I'm sorry. Alawi's trying to push this in. This is just the fight. They're just going to throw their wallets at them, and this is exactly
what you would want to see if you're CGA. You feel ahead, you take a look at the items, you recognize that you're at least an item and a half, or if not at least an item ahead of your counterparts, so you just start the siege. You try to take down these inhibitors, which are both exposed in the mid and the bot lane, and really, DZG is going to have to look to force this fight here. They have to look to fight, even though Trundle's up in the top lane. First inhibitor will fall without contestation here, as Magfries and Ty are really the only source of engage here, but they're not looking to go in. That's going to be a lot of damage. Abound looking to lock him down. Super Mega Inferno Bomb will not land. Northward in the meanwhile in the bot lane has taken this bot inhibitor as well. Super Minions are going to start sieging soon. That's going to be Cataclysm going down. Ty will be taken down. Ultimate coming through. Jinx damage coming through pretty big. Will not be enough though, as actually Megatron will still go. They'll still pick up Ty here. Abound still alive here. Chisa coming through, trying to do his best. Ultimate not coming through. Chisa running him down. 2 for 1 right here. Dopamine trying to do his best. Will get exhausted. Is trying to live. Will not be alive. GVG and Chisa though are alive here. Easton fairly low. Will be taken down here. 2v2. Megatron and Magfries. Magfries is trying to keep him alive. Will get the revive. GVG coming through as well. Just one more auto will be enough. Support physiology will do what they can, but the revives are coming through because of that Action passive. The entirety of DZG is up. However, they will be contesting against 2 downed inhibitors here, as it is a now race to survive as they're looking to take down these minions. Dragon coming up in 2 minutes. Baron coming down in 3.5, but a really good fight. I guess a desperation fight from the side of DZG, and they're able to come out on top.
That was as clutch of a fight as you could have wanted from the side of DZG. It was more or less a 4-4 there, but the biggest thing is that you got the revives thanks to GVG. Gold leader's somewhat shrunk. We're now back at 5-ish K now. Doesn't mean it's easy pickings from here on outwards though, but Gopamine has 2 items. He's able to kind of start scaling. I believe the 3rd item is going to be Blade of the Rune King, which is, let's be honest, going to be very much so needed here. People would think, hey, you would end up playing Rageblade, but a lot of the time, see, even the puppy agrees now. You have to think to yourself, hey, how much damage does Gopamine get out? Because it is really down to just Gopamine and GVG. The rest of them, you just have to keep them alive for as much as you can. Ty is going to just buy as much time as possible. Magfries with a disgusting ultimate, which ended up helping to turn that fight over as well. Notice how Braum wasn't involved in that. Braum's shield was down, and it was able to get, okay, the ultimate came out stellar. You need another 1 or 2 of those to be able to get you somewhat back on even footing at this point. And Aegis, thank you for the raid, boys!
I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, that needs what happened right now. No Barons are alive, but CGA looking to continue to siege. Bot inhibitor, top mid inhibitor also down. Right now, they're just going for the systematic end. They're looking to just take down this top lane turret and the inhibitor to try to break through DZG. Northward will get engaged down here. The ultimate will come through. That's a massive ultimate for Northward. He's staying alive through it all, but DZG will be able to take down that kill. GVG, though, caught in the Cataclysm, will go down 1 for 1 across the map, but here comes DZG chasing down. Fairly low, though. Chisa and Gopamine and Ty here. The re-engage might not be possible. A lot of the engage tools are down. Renata ulti is available here should they want to use it. And that is going to be the Renata ulti. Berserk coming through. That's going to be a lot of damage of Abound trying to do onto Easton. But that will not be enough. Abound will burn down, though, because of the Leandry. So that is going to be another kill picked up here. But that is the inhibitor turret being taken down. Chisa going to be run down here. Is not as tanky as he would be alone. Gopamine will get hit by that Glacial Fissure. Magfries would also go down. The reset. Jinx is excited. She's looking to chase down. She's looking to end this game. 1 more auto might be enough, but no, it will be Ty and Chisa being able to run back. These inhibitors, though, these supers are filling in, and there's nothing else DZG can do here. They will be taking down Flash coming through Easton, picking up the kill. DZG Chisa will not be able to stop them. That CGA taking the series 2-1 and keeping their playoff dreams alive.
Oh, that was so close. DZG slowly were trying to pull that back out, but it just got to the point where Clown Gaming was just, their gold lead was just too strong, too insurmountable. At that point. Kudos to DZG for trying to pull that back, and by all means, it is not easy to do that under any circumstance. But still, credit to Clown Gaming. These were 3 banger games. Like, you look at the damage, like, you couldn't really get to a point on the side of DZG where they were able to do anything. Trundle wasn't able to stay much on the side lane because he got thrown really far behind because Clown Gaming were just always up there putting him behind. Ended up going Hullbreaker. It's like, okay, like you're committing to yourself always being in the side lane. And at that point, both Ziggs and Jinx were able to just free fire as much as they can. Jarvan with the massive 4,000 damage though. Hashtag on that.
Yeah, I mean, some big damages in the carries of CGA here. I mean, they did exactly what they needed to do. I mean, they stayed out of range. They popped off damage. I mean, honestly, if I had to give it to anybody, it would be Eastbound here Eastbound in the mid lane. I mean, it looked real good. I mean, on all these carries, definitely giving him all the range needed to bust out all the damage necessary to really turn this game on its head and output a damaging in the games that they lost. So kudos to them. And I mean, it is going to be a tough loss for the side of DZG, as we will continue our play-in dreams and looking to make it into playoffs next week. But that will conclude the stream for us today. Catch us next week. We'll be here next Thursday to watch our DZG Olympus team take on their first round of playoffs, as they look to just continue their series and their tournament lives here in the Aegis Protectors League. But from everybody here at DZG, we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for stopping by, and have a great night.